So, do we really want to get rid of this long-term pain right in through here? Because let's face it, when we're in pain and discomfort, we tend to live with it every single day. We don't do anything about it until it gets really, really bad and we think, right, now I've finally got to do something about it. So this is why I like to explain things with logic, because once you understand how things work, you understand why we're going to do things in the first place. So if we have a constant pain through here, if it hasn't come off from injury or disc problems or anything like that, generally it's due to a chronic imbalance or a chronic strain. We're like this. So these muscles here are constantly switched on, pulling you forward. These bad boys here are constantly switched off. They're like sitting there, can't bother to do anything, you come to me, whatever. We've got no time for that. Start switching these bad boys back on. So there's different ways we can do that in different exercises. So I'm going to give you 2 basic exercises to do to start working on this to help it and to help strengthen these muscles here, to help bring them back. So once we get these muscles here, bringing the whole shoulder back, it starts to switch off this long-term problem strain here. So there's different ways we can do it. Now, what we tend to do quite a lot of is get a weight. And a lot of people use this weight and do this exercise like this. That's all well and good doing that. But the thing is, when you're doing this, you start contracting this muscle here, the biceps. The long head of the biceps goes over top of the shoulder. And then you start to activate other muscles up through here. So if you're doing this, activating here and here, you're not going to be fully recruiting the antagonist, the muscles back through here. Does that make sense? So we've got to take this out of the equation. Make it easy for yourself. So put those down, and then we can start off by first of all doing a band. So you always want to go opposite the way to the resistance, yeah? So holding here, get a band. If you haven't got a band, get one on Amazon or something like that. And you just hold a band, tie it to a pole or something. Keep your shoulders back and down, elbows into the side, and just gently pull the band out. So can you see here, I'm taking all this out of the equation and I'm pulling against the resistance. So if I show you from behind, on the other shoulder. See here, shoulders pull back down and in. We're recruiting those muscles here. Another way to do it is by getting these weights. So we can do it on the floor. So again, we want to encourage these ones here to start working. So getting some weights like this, if you haven't got any weights like this, get some heavy water bottles or just get some tin cans or something like that. It doesn't have to be heavy. It's all about just recruiting the muscles. It doesn't have to be a big heavy exercise. I'm going to lie on my front. Weights out, pull them back and squeeze. So there we go, just little exercises to start getting things moving, getting things working, getting things activated. Again, it doesn't have to be a really big heavy exercise, it doesn't have to be a really heavy, intense, gruesome exercise. It's just about activating them, saying, hey man, I'm finally here, wake me up, wake me up. So before you sit at a desk for a long period of time or sitting slouching for a long period of time, just start recruiting them to help get them activated to work back, yeah? We haven't got time for these bad boys to wait around to start getting moving, yeah? So start getting them activated, getting them moving, and start by doing 15-20 reps in the morning, in the evening, 2 or 3 times in the morning, 2 or 3 times in the evening. Just a little bit of exercises, even when you're waiting for the kettle to boil, or you're cooking and waiting for the Brussels sprouts to boil, or whatever it is you're cooking. Just start just doing little exercises, make use of your time. Hope that helps.